What's up, guys? Carolina Jackpot time. Checking in. I have not done one of my South Carolina Gamecocks 2x2 predictions in a couple weeks now. I think a week and a half. It's time we get on back into it. Need to roll into games 9 and 10. We're coming towards the end of the season here, and really got to get these knocked out so I can get my CLEMSON ones done. I've only gotten through week 4 on those. So, here we go. Week number 9. We roll into Athens, Georgia. Home of the Dogs, between the hedges. Sanford Stadium. Sanford and Son. Sand Dumps Stadium, if it were. With a record of 6-2. The ball bounces our way. We've already talked about that. I fully expect the Gamecocks to win the games that, I feel like we're more talented than some of the teams we're playing this year. And I feel like 6-2 at that point in the season is not an unrealistic goal. I'm chalking up there wins on all of them and losses on the road at Tennessee, who I think is going to be better than people realize, and a loss on the road at Texas A&M. Now, that one could go either way. Now, I've been hearing some stuff about Texas A&M, and everybody knows that their coaching situation is not exactly stellar, and I've heard that their program may be falling by the wayside and in more trouble than people realize. So, depending on what happens with that and what the situation is there, that could be a win. On the flip side, there's a home game with Arkansas. I chalked it up as a win. I said it's going to be a close one, a tough one, but I don't know about that one. Those two could easily flip-flop. We could lose both of those. We could win both of them. It's all entirely possible. Arkansas right now, we haven't seen Arkansas since 2013. It's a totally new team now. We haven't faced Brett Bielema. And they play a tough, run-oriented, even though they do have a decent quarterback, Big Ten style football. And let's just face facts. I mean, that kind of team has given us problems. Now, I know, you're saying, well, Jackpot, we beat a Big Ten team 3 years in a row in bowls. What the hell are you talking about? Yeah, that was a long time ago. That was 2011, 12, and 13. Yeah, those lines that we had at the time were just a little bit better than what we got right now. Just a little bit. Okay, so, I could easily see them coming in there if we're not ready. If we don't pin our ears back, if we're not explosive off the ball, I could see them coming in there and pushing us around. To be quite honest with you, and us losing the ball game to the Razorbacks. So, I chalk it up as a win, but still not sure about that one. Game number 9, in the hedges, Athens, Georgia. We traditionally have not played very well there. Traditionally, we haven't played that well against Georgia, period. Even though we do have a losing record to them, it's funny. When you think we're going to play a close game against them, we just get the shit kicked out of us. Or we kicked, a few years ago, 2012, I think, we kicked the shit out of them when they came in ranked like number 3 and we were like number 7 at home. That was our signature win that year. Should have put us in the SEC championship game, but, we couldn't get past an average Auburn team. But that's neither here nor there. No, that's not that year. That was 2000. We couldn't get past LSU, is what it was. And then we went on the road against Florida and got the absolute doo-doo beat out of us by a team that was not that great. By one of Boone's teams. Boone's Sugar Bowl team. His crown jewel at UF. I hate those bastards. We'll get to them in a minute. But Georgia, same thing this year. A lot of talent coming back, especially on offense. Jacob Eason, I feel like is going to be one of the most improved players in college football in 2017. I think the guy's got a big arm. He's a strong kid. He's a good quarterback. He knows how to make those throws. He's going to make those throws this year. His receiving core is not the best in the world, but they're serviceable. I mean, when you got a quarterback like him that can get you the ball, that can get it where it needs to go, they'll be okay. Their tight end, Isaac Nauta, is probably the best receiver on the team, and quite frankly, could be an All-American before it's all said and done at University of Georgia. He's a really good ball player. Of course, they got Nick Chubb back, got Sonny Michel back too. Sonny Michel's not half the player Nick Chubb is, but hey, what can you say? He stepped in there when he was been injured and is taking over that team. Chubb, if he can get back, I want to see him get back to what I saw him as a freshman and before he blew out his leg against Tennessee in 2015. If that Nick Chubb comes back, everybody's in trouble. Okay, but I don't know that that Nick Chubb is gonna be back. I don't know if he'll ever be back, but he'll certainly play NFL football. I don't know if he'll play it at the level that he may have played it at before, but watch out. He's very tough to bring down. He was averaging like 9 yards a carry in 2014 as a freaking true freshman. That's insane numbers, man. That's freakish numbers. So, the lines on both sides of the ball are good. Their linebackers are good. They have a really good linebacking core. I don't see us in that game faring too well. It just doesn't match up well for us. I think we're going to take the loss against the Bulldogs 31-13. I think it's going to be kind of a beatdown, unfortunately. Kind of like it was 2 years ago. Not kind of like that. I take that back. That one was bad. This one's not going to be bad. This one's going to be a competitive game for half, but I think Georgia's going to kind of overpower us in the second half, and I think we fall to 6-3. Onward we go, home to the friendly confines of Willie B to play the crotch sniffers, the jort wearers, the natural light drinkers, the Florida Gators. Florida has another one of those SEC teams that we've never really fared too well against. Honestly, the only coach that they had was Muschamp that we actually had a little bit of success against. I believe we beat Muschamp in 2011, 2013, and 2014. So we were 3-1 against Boom. 2012 I referenced earlier when they absolutely annihilated us 44-11. But in that defense, most of the years that we've been in the SEC, Florida's been a damn strong program. We did beat them for the SEC East title, our only little bit of hardware, I guess, since we've been in the SEC East title back in 2010 when everybody was kind of down. But the fact of the matter is we won it. Florida this year comes in, I think, a little bit overlooked. Some people are battling between, is it going to be them, is it going to be Georgia? Is it going to be them or Georgia at the top of the SEC East? And I think that overwhelmingly it's going to be Florida. I feel like that team is really strong, and I don't think that a lot of people realize that. And quite frankly, and, laugh at me if you wish, it's all good. They are my dark horse contender to make it to the playoffs. Yeah, the playoffs. I'm going to tell you why. At quarterback, they got a choice, really. Malik Zaire coming in, transfer from Notre Dame. This guy has actually won at the FBS level. I mean, he's actually won some games. He actually is a quarterback. He knows what he's doing. And they're in good shape there if they put him behind safe. As long as he understands their offense, they understand. I don't think that it's that difficult of one to understand. I mean, if you look at the number of points they put up last year, not saying anything because I mean they kind of took us to the woodshed. But Florida got what's the other kid, Felipe Franks. He's like 6'6", 2-something. That's probably going to end up being the backup. Probably not. He probably thought there was going to be the starter before Zaire joined the fold. And that dude, he's got a huge arm. He's got a real big upside to him coming. Look for him to end up being like a Paxton Lynch type player remember him from Memphis for a few years ago. Look for that to happen. The receiving corps is back. You probably hadn't heard half the guys on there, but I'm telling you, they are fast and they are good. Antonio Callaway is a junior over there. Tore us up last year. And hell, it seems like he's been there for 50 years. I guess that maybe because his daddy played over there too. Didn't his daddy play at Florida? Or that was somebody else. I can't remember. But anyway, running back, Jordan Scarlett. Is he great? No, he ain't no Nick Chubb. He's probably not even as good as half the backs we got at South Carolina, but still serviceable. Offensive line, it's intact. The defense is where the question marks are going to be this year. They only got 5 returning starters, but for some reason Florida always seems to kind of reload on defense. That's been their mantra here lately, and it's going to be a tough game. A lot of people are putting this one up here saying, "Yeah, Carolina's going to pull one off this year." Will it be? They're going to put it off. Let's put that one down as a win. Sorry, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. I think they're too good. I think they're too strong. And for the first time in 2017, in Week 10, Carolina's going to drop their second game in a row at home to the Florida Gators, 27-14. So we're going to head into the final 2 games of the season against Wofford and CLEMSON with a 6-4 record. So it looks like we're going to be a shoe-in for 7 wins, hopefully, and a bowl game again. The season's not going to be, I think the team's going to be improved. I don't think we're going to win a whole lot more games than we did in 2016, but I think the play and the competitiveness is going to be a lot better, and I think you're going to see a lot better play on defense than what you did last year. Stay tuned, though, for my next South Carolina Gamecocks 2017 prediction video as we cap it off with weeks 11 and 12, the Wofford Terriers and your 2016 national champion CLEMSON Tigers. Go Boom, go Cox. Woo!